Hey, we're going to take a moment right now to go over some acting things that you might need to know, just some technical things. Ready? So first thing I'm going to talk to you about is a mark. And a mark is important in both film and on stage. And it can be a piece of gaffer tape, which looks like matte being not glossy, black duct tape, except it's not shiny. And so it could be like that on a set, or it could be like a fluorescent color. So it really kind of depends on what people have on hand. Most of the time on film, you'll see gaffer tape. Most of the time on stage, you're gonna see some neon tape, probably glows in the dark, okay? And that's gonna be, say this is the ground, it's gonna be like this spot right in front of you. And you're not gonna walk out and go, oh, here's my mark. You're gonna have already eyed that and know where that mark is. Does that make sense? And it's the same with film. You're not gonna look down first and get your mark because you're gonna be familiar with where that's at. And also, a note on that is they're gonna do a camera rehearsal beforehand. And so that's gonna give you a chance to figure out where your mark is and where you're at in the frame, because you don't wanna be moving outside the frame because that looks kind of silly, right? Like, so you're gonna wanna stay on your mark. Get on your mark, get set, go. All right, the next thing is, I wanna talk to you a little bit about taking things off the page. Now, I know that we've talked about the exercise. I just want to go over that really quick in case you need to practice. And this is just a fun memorization technique I love to use. And the reason why is because it gets you out of your head. It doesn't get you memorizing just words only, but it gets you familiar with the script in general. And it doesn't get you stuck in saying one specific thing, one specific way. Like, I have to say this line always the same. And then your director says, hey, can you try it like this? And you deliver it the same. You need to be able to be flexible and take direction, right? Okay, let's get started. So take it off the page. Goes like this. I'm gonna read a chunk of my line. I don't need to read the whole thing, and it doesn't need to make sense. And then I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna make eye contact with myself if I'm doing it with myself, or my scene partner if I'm doing it with my scene partner. What? How do you know it was him? How do you know it wasn't Oscar? And then you just look, if you're with the scene partner, until they're done speaking. And when they're just staring at you and not speaking anymore, then it's your cue to go ahead and go down and get your next line. Care to describe it? And that's the other thing. You can make lots of different voices too. Look, Sophie, his name is Whiskers. And he's not going anywhere. So have fun with it. The other thing I want you to know about is marking your page. And so you would do that with your thumb. As I was doing that, I'm going da 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 da, and I know where my spot is. So let's do it with the other character now, so I can give you an example. I'm going to show you this as I'm doing it, so you can kind of get a clue. Not that you don't have a clue, but I want you to see what I'm doing. Tiana, your cat peed on my bed again. It smells like cat pee. Oops, I need to Tiana, your cat peed on my bed again. And then you're sneaking down, right? It smells like cat pee. I know what cat pee smells like. So you're gonna move your finger a little bit. Every time you say your line, you're gonna go to your next line. Be ready for it. I don't want you reading it yet though. You just go, what? How do you know it was him? Oscar doesn't pee on things. And also it helps when it's highlighted, because you just kind of go like that, right? So what I'm showing you is when you're about to take your line, you read it there, move your thumb. Read it there, move your thumb. Now, I don't want you so much searching that you're not listening to your partner, but this is an important skill to have. It helps if you're doing a cold read, which is if you've had to suddenly, here's your script, and you've had no time to prepare or very little time. What I mean by that is typically when you get into an audition situation, they're gonna hand you something called the sides or a little section of the script. And a lot of times you don't get more than 5 to 10 minutes with that, if you even get that. Okay? Another important thing in acting is to cheat out. Right now, I'm cheating out. This is sort of a profile shot. I want to ask you, can you see my face very well? What about if I'm doing this? These are both profile, right? And you can't really see much unless I go diagonal. You can see a little bit more. This would be the diagonal for the other one. And guess what? You can tilt your face just a little bit like this. And so then your face is, your body is facing your audience with this foot, and your partner, say they're right there with this foot, and your head is tilted out so your audience can see your expressions. So say somebody's here. Da, 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 da. Where are those puppets? Da, 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 da. Oh, really? Well, I like you too, Mr. Peanut. I think peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are the best. I actually don't care for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches unless they have a lot of jelly on them. But you know what I mean, right? Do you see the difference? Okay, let's, this is what it would be like if I was talking the whole time to Mr. Peanut. Oh, Mr. Peanut, that's amazing. Da, da, da. Do you see how you can't really see? And it cuts it off. And the whole thing is that you are having a connection with the audience, but there's a third wall there and you don't want to break the wall. So you don't want to look directly at them. But you do want to face out because they're able to connect with you when they can see your eyes. And I realize that even in the theater, you are like, it might be a situation where they're really far back and then you have to be very expressive. But even in film, you're gonna have to tilt your head all quirky. Just, you know, move your chin. I mean, you have to really be available to move in the way that your director is requesting you. And so when somebody says cheat out, it generally means open yourself up to the audience. Go diagonal if it's a side. Don't go completely profile because nobody can see anything. You might as well be talking like this. That's all I have for you today. So on with the next video.